pop, man. It's really starting to pop, man.
Right.
You just laid one of the hottest tracks I heard in here in the last couple weeks.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Man, it's always humbling, man, to be able to actually see you brothers when you brothers first start in this game, man. So
Right.
what got you into this game?
Well, I've been around music forever.
Uh-huh.
My father always silly rapping and dancing around the house and things like that. My mother, she sang. She liked Luther, so she always used to sing Luther. But when I was in elementary school, and around the 4th grade, I was in the choir, and we used to do a thing every year called Motown. So they had me playing Stevie Wonder. You know what I mean? So it was funny.
Glasses.
Yeah, with the glasses. I was acting like I was blind and all that. So I really just fell in love with music real early. I had played Stevie Wonder for the 4th and 5th grade. So, you know, I was like, dang, they love me. I'm not even really Stevie, you know what I'm saying? Good little thing going around the school, you know what I mean? And I just fell in love with the music. 6th grade came around, I bought Get Rich or Die Trying, the first 50 joint. And I fell in love with hip hop, and it was on since then, you know what I mean?
Definitely, man. Now look, some of your verses are really crisp and cut. I've listened to a lot of these artists that's coming out now. A lot of the brothers are focusing on beats. I've noticed that you have lyrics that are very crisp and direct.
Right.
Does that come from some of your own personal experiences?
It do. I would say most of the things. Everything I rap about and talk about in my music is real life experience. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can say yes to that. But
it's a lot of homicides, a lot of murders, a lot of drug dealing in the city of Baltimore, unfortunately. And you know, but through your lyrics, man, we hear a lot of the dark side, and we know that it's great spots in Baltimore and stuff like that, man. So talk about some of the good things that's going on in the city.
It's a lot of good things. One thing I really want to see, the good thing that's going on right now, is the music. And even though you got some artists who talk about the murder and the drug dealing and things of that nature coming out the city or wherever they from in Baltimore, on Maryland or DMV, period, it's the music is the best thing I can see right now. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day how Chicago had it, how they got it.
Definitely.
Like it's a lot of young dudes coming out from Chicago right now, and they really. Like Kanye and all them, they was doing it for Common, they was doing it. But the young crowd right now is what really got it going. And I can really say Baltimore, I wouldn't even say up next, but up now, like you were saying, the DMV is popping, you know what I'm saying?
I've never seen it. It's been like, you know, for I would say the last couple years, it's just almost like, you know, I think honestly, some of the music that you just created, that you just came out and laid out is the music is starting to catch up to a lot of the American mainstream.
Right.
And with that comes notoriety. Is the DMV ready for that? Because it's going to end up being DMV versus the world. So where you stand at on the stage in that, and what's your opinion?
How the world look at the DMV?
Yeah.
You take it or leave it. You're going to get what you get, you know what I mean? When I was coming up listening to Baltimore hip hop, I was listening to like Tim Trees.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was like in my grandmother Benz, like just bumping, you know what I mean? So I was like, why he ain't never make it? Or Money Man and Test for real, you know what I mean? Like cats that been doing it, you know what I mean? So it been hip hop in Baltimore, and now we really starting to get that shine for real. So it's a good thing. But as far as how people gonna look at us, they look at us how they look at us. But I can tell you one thing. We coming full force, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
So it ain't too much to be said. It's just be ready for it.
Definitely, man. So being able to record in Deep Flow Studios, seeing the plaques on the wall, seeing the photos of all of the great people that came in. I was just watching Love and Hip Hop this morning, and I was just looking at Lil Scrappy, and I watched Lil Scrappy in the beginning. He came through here in the beginning of his career, and now we see him on TV every week. My wife watches him faithfully. I don't, you know, they into that. But, you know, Deep Flow Entertainment has become one of the forefronts. Is there any prestige that you have to uphold when you go into the booth, just because you rapping in Deep Flow?
I had to sit down with Emotion Sunday, and I came in. And the first thing I loved was the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? It was love, you know what I'm saying? Like so many, I seen people that I see like on the internet, and they was in here, so I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to do this project.
Definitely.
I told my pops, like, Pop, we gonna do it here, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I definitely really had to come in And I could have brought my homeboys with me today just to get the vibe. I'm like, nah, I'm going there today by myself, and I'm gonna lay it down and let them know how I'm doing it, how I'm carrying it for real, for real.
When you first met Mo, was you shocked?
Yeah, cause she bought the money, she bought the business, she bought her business. You know, that's one thing I can say, and I respect it.
Definitely.
Not even just because she's a female, but just a person who do it and doing it. You know what I'm saying? Coming from somewhere where we from, Baltimore. You can't do nothing but respect that, you know what I'm saying? Giving back to the city, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
So that's dope.
Man, so what's the plans for the future though? Next 90 days, where we gonna be at?
I'm cranking music. I'm cranking music. I go home. I probably won't even go outside. I won't go out at the homies or nothing. I gotta grind. It's grind mode for me. It's grind mode. I'm trying to get this joint out, this tape out. It's coming real soon. Lorr Radio. You know what I mean? It's coming real soon. So just be on the lookout for that. But the next 90 days, it's crunch time.
Man, so look, we going into the fall season, man, and this is the time of that year, man, when that fall season kick in. Everybody's gonna be in grind mode, looking for the spring.
Right.
So what's next in 2015 for Lorr Ready?
Well, I got the tape dropping this year.
That's not the 90 days. That's the long term.
Right, but 215. Nothing but hot stuff, man. I'm coming strong with it. So 15, I probably drop another tape. More than likely, I am dropping another tape. And then
will the music itself be as graphic and real as the lyrics is? Because one thing that I was listening to and I was analyzing, myself being in this game for 30 years and rapping myself and seeing the generations that have come, your lyrics seem to capture exactly what's going on, but you also captured the hunger and the way that you displayed it. I want to talk specifically about some of the people that even in the hooks where I was listening to the brothers that was in prison. Is there a strong prison background that you were rapping about?
I mean, I went to prison young.
Okay.
I started jailing young.
Okay.
16, came home, violated up the road. I went up the road.
Where you was at up the road?
MCI jail.
Okay.
In the new jail.
Okay.
And I just touched down recently. So I've been on the street for a little minute for real, but
They got a solid music program in MCIJ. Talk about that.
The gospel program. Well, I wouldn't say just the gospel program, but when I used to go to church up there, it was wild. It was like they got drums, they got piano. I'm like, dang, you know what I mean? They really doing it for real.
They really cultivate the artists up there.
Yeah, they do.
Did you have time to write in prison?
I wrote a lot in prison. I wrote a whole lot in prison, especially on segregation.
Oh man, segregation. Okay.
On segregation, my last 10 months of the bit, I was behind the door. So it was a lot of music was being wrote, you know what I mean? And some of that music actually gonna be on the tape, you know what I mean?
Really?
And you gonna hear, like you were saying, you gonna hear it. So like, and he must have did that joint when he was behind the wall, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That let me tell you, my time when I was spent in MCIJ, we was building music programs inside there, and a lot of the product that came out of our work was stressed on what was going on inside the prison system and inside the jail.
Right.
But that was the thing that I kind of keyed on when I heard you, because of what I saw and what I was listening to. I said, damn, he's saying some real graphic stuff that he had to have seen that. And I mean, like, just hearing that, it's a beauty at the sense, but then at the same time, I'm sitting there saying, yo, dude is hot. Who is he? You know what I'm saying? Get him in here.
The thing about music nowadays, people gonna talk about whatever they want to talk about, but you gonna know if it's real.
Absolutely.
You gonna know if it's real if you hear it in them, and you like Boosie.
Right.
First time I listened to Boosie, I'm like, man, he must have, cause he not just talking about shooting people. He not just talking about, you know what I mean, selling drugs and the struggle, but the little details about it. Yeah. It's that certified.
Those that really live it,
you gonna know it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna know it like that. He talking about some real, and once I'm like, yeah, I like this how you saying that now? I've been my main man since then. You feel me?
You know, the album that caught me with Boosie was Incarcerated.
Yeah.
That was probably some of the realest I heard.
I think that was like 2010 summer when I first heard it. It was like 2010 summer. That was the joint for me. But my favorite Boosie joint probably was Super Bad. When I really got hit with Boosie, you know what I mean? And I used to ride in the car on the way to school. I put Super Bad on, you know what I mean?
So what were some of your other influences? I mean, we'll talk about his man though. Boosie just wasn't by himself. Right. He had Weeby with him. So who else influenced you? Who'd you come up on?
Who I came up on? For one, I came up on Biggie. Like Biggie, you feel me? I remember watching Making the Band, and P. Diddy get to leaning on them because they ain't know the words to Juicy. So I made sure though I knew the words. I'm like, I want to be a rapper, so I gotta learn the words to Juicy. Right now, me and my sister at the top. Like we put Juicy on, we start rapping with Biggie. You know the greats, Jay, T.I. But I got a lot of different influence also. My mother used to listen to a lot of Luther, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
probably why your lyrics are so cryptic.
Yeah.
You know, and so well defined.
Right.
It's not too many, because I mean, and when I say that, I don't mean no diss to like other raps, because some people vocabulary concepts are not as versed as somebody that, you know, you can like you just said, those that's real know what you're saying and can feel what you're saying. That's exactly the way Pac, you know, laid it out. You know what I'm saying? But your influence was like dudes that really lived it.
Yeah, like my father put me on Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
Like I got so many, but as far as the rappers, I like as far as the rappers, Max B, Zero, a dude from down south around the Houston area.
Yeah.
Zero, Max B. I got so many of them. A couple new cats, Chance the Rapper. Like I said, Tip, J. The T.I. album that really did it for me was Paper Trail. And I used to bump that Blueprint 3.
Now Paper Trail came out what, about 10 years ago? What was that?
Paper Trail was about I want to say 09.
Okay.
09 when Paper Trail came out.
Okay. What was the jams he had on there? What was the main joint he had on there? Was that the Whatever You Like?
Whatever You Like.
Okay.
You know
that is Paper Trail.
That what else he had on the first? I forgot the name, but when he come on, it's hard. I want to say it's called 56 Bars. I think it's something like that. But
that is that album.
He just came in hard. So Paper Trail, Blueprint 3. My favorites: 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying, Ready to Die. All the Max B mixtapes for real. That was my road. That was like my shagging music. And I'm from Baltimore. You feel what I'm saying? But where I come from in Baltimore, you feel what I'm saying, is you get so many different, you get opened up to so many different types of music, you know what I'm saying? They like, yo, you bumping Max B from New York, you feel what I'm saying? They not really hit we used to bump a lot of Dipset back in the day, you feel me? Max B, stuff like that. So he really probably why I kind of can switch the swag on and off and do what I want in the booth, you know what I'm saying?
You know, but the swag itself though, man, that DMV swag though, man, the times I spent on the West Coast, the times I go down south, man, a lot of people, man, just starting to like, you know, recognize, man, it's like, yo, what's going on up in here? You know, the DC area got the go-go, Baltimore, you know, they always credit Baltimore for birthing house music, real uncut house music.
I was talking about that. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure your dad probably tell you about DJ Sean Marshall,
he was telling me about his homeboy. He's stuck in the 80s.
Yeah.
He's still a DJ. Every mixtape he makes is house music. Yeah. So that's something up though.
Particularly it's MCs like yourself that's gonna be known 30 years from now, you know, as being the forefathers that's laying this foundation for Baltimore hip hop. Do you feel any kind of responsibility every time you go in the booth that it has to be hot every time you go in?
To me, it's hot. I tell people all the time, I kind of make music for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I go through so much in life on a mental thing. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, how I came up mentally. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say all around the board, it's not for myself because it's for my peers, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so I do have a message to speak, but I try to get it off me. And somebody probably look at it and be like, man, I don't really like Lorr music. You take it how, one thing people been telling me recently, because I've been really jumping, been telling me, you gotta take constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel as though I have a responsibility, but I got a responsibility to myself before anything.
Definitely. Well, you know, laying the foundation to this, man, is like one of the things, man, that we gotta always uphold. I think back to when I go back 30 years and I think about Melly Mel, Flash, even in Baltimore in the very beginning. Baltimore had a couple rap crews, the We Rock crew and the Feli crew, and they would open up for like the Houdinis, the Run DMCs and stuff, and they would go on tour and represent Baltimore. And they said the same thing that you're saying now, is that, you know, hip hop is from, you know, I gotta be doing this for ourselves. You know, so I'm definitely, man, looking forward to hearing, you know, something else, man. You came by yourself today, man. Talk about your crew, man. Who else is spitting?
I'm gonna start it with this. Slightly Major. That's what I got going on right now. But behind that, you got the neighborhood. I'm all about the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
What's the neighborhood?
Church Lane. Church Lane. Old Court and Church Lane. The Pants you want. If anybody from out my side of the way, you know what I mean? That's where we be at for real. But Church Lane, we started the Church Lane gang. That's what it is. And then you got YNC, but it, like we all got our different little crews, but we all fall back into the same thing, Church Lane gang. You know what I'm saying? But I got my Lil Manny coming up. When I bring him in the studio, you gonna love him. You know what I'm saying? Because when I say you thought I had it, that's my young boy. And he got it. You got Lil Manny. You got T Savage, one of my other brothers. You got Young Creep. You got my cousin A1 Easy. I deal with a lot of people. PS and Gunny, Reek James, the dude that he got a hook on, he coming on my mixtape. And then one of the dudes who the next beat I'm doing, I said PS and Gunny produced that beat. So it's a lot of it's so much talent in my neighborhood. It's crazy. It's so much talent. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all looking forward to making videos or what?
Yeah, you gonna see it. We getting the visuals up there real soon. I'm actually on YouTube right now. I got all my freestyle up there. You know how Philly used to do it back in the day. They have a fucking camera and rap. I want, you know what I mean? I got so many influences. I took after them too. You know what I mean?
What's your freestyle? What's your channels on freestyle, man?
Type in Lorr Ruddy, Lorr Ruddy. And all my frees gonna pop up, and y'all gonna like them. Y'all gonna like them. And it's straight real. Like you thought it was real, now it's real. It's real.
Damn. So, man, we looking forward to hearing, man. Definitely, man. From y'all just keep coming in, man. And like I said, man, I'm gonna put y'all on the walls with everybody else. Cause like I said, man, the people that came in here, man, has been, you know, they went on and created, you know, superstars, right? I mean, like. Yo, you right, in my mind, some of y'all, a lot of, I'm gonna say all, because the majority of the brothers, man, got a lot of work to do. But then, man, there's some that came in here that's like right behind Tess. Right behind Tess.
Tess from this side of town. I remember the first official studio I went to. It was in this area. It was me and my homeboy Rye and my homeboy Max. We was right. I'm talking. We was probably in 8th grade. We going to the studio. My man had the light. You feel me? Steph was, I think, Tess manager back in that day. So we went in the studio with Tess. Tess probably don't even remember this story. You know what I'm saying? So we in there. We doing a joint, and my man kind of timid. He got the first verse on there. He ain't really know how to do the ad libs right. So Tess like, man, that's how you do it. To this day, I got the sound. You know, it's on my MySpace music page. So like, it's crazy how it all link up. But yeah. The people I seen on the wall, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? I tweeted my man picture, I ain't even the whole time, I knew my man. He like family, I didn't even know he record here, you know what I'm saying? I tell him I'm in D-Flow, they like, yo, look for me on the wall and stuff. So it's crazy for real, it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely, man. Mo been doing this, man, for going on 15 years now.
Right.
You know, man, but the thing is, though, is that, you know, she's been in it so long where now it's getting ready to just pop, where I think you're gonna have one breakout artist that's just gonna bring in so many others.
I'm trying to get my foot in the door. Like Scooter, he doing it. Moose, he doing it. They jumping, and I salute them to the fullest, man.
Definitely.
Cause they young, you know what I mean,
Right.
and they got the streets behind them, and they making good music right now, for real,
Right.
for real. But as far as my nigga, I'm just trying to get my foot in the door, cause sometimes people be lackluster. So I'm be like, yo, I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to go all the way in. Me and my little man, we like, yo, we gotta do it. We gotta get from around the lane, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
We gotta get our peoples out of debt, cause we go through a different struggle where I come from. It's on the outside looking in, you wouldn't even know. It's not about where you from, you feel what I'm saying? Cause we deal physically, you know what I'm saying? But mentally, our mind state, you know what I'm saying?
That ain't no question, man. It's, oh man, I can, man, you a breath of fresh air, man.
Yeah. So it's just, we sit around talk every day, you know what I'm saying? And like, bro, it's gonna take somebody. And if it's not me, it's gonna be my little man in there, you know what I mean? Somebody. But it's coming, but I feel it, you know what I mean? It's on the way.
One of the things, man, about hip hop, man, that you know, it's a competitive sport, man. Do you see anything where collaborations could come with brothers from the east side or other artists that you may
Other part of Baltimore?
Hey.
Yeah, I got a couple. My eyes on a couple people. I ain't want really, because I want it to be a surprise, you know. When I do what I got, I do want to collaborate, not with just within the camp, but outside the camp. And a lot of them, Baltimore up next.
Yeah, Baltimore's definitely, man, one of the things though, man. But so, what's the tracks you got set for next, man? What you record next, man?
Well, I just did
How many songs you actually got
on the tape
in the can right now?
A whole bunch.
Oh, ready? I mean, that's already like mixed and done.
Oh, I'm just starting.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But I got a whole bunch of stuff on SoundCloud and stuff like that. But as far as the tape, I got so much stuff that I really want to write a lot of new stuff. Like I told you, I got so many songs written up. I'm gonna put some on the tape, but I'm gonna do it slowly but surely, so you can get the whole feel once I first start and once the tape and like it was a gradual type of thing. But I got so much work. That's get put on. Not too many songs that I've been done, cause I'm recording all new. And give
all new material.
All new material, yeah. And I probably throw a couple bonuses on there that they probably been here. Yeah, I got some bangers on the street right now.
So what's the title of the mixtape you working on?
Lorr Ready Radio.
Lorr Ready Radio.
Lorr Ready Radio.
Yeah.
Cause it's like this. You know when you go on Pandora, and you say you type in Jay-Z radio, you gonna get this type of Jay-Z, then you gonna get that type of Jay-Z, then you gonna get the next type of Jay-Z, then you probably get some stuff that's not even Jay-Z, you know what I mean? But it's that sound, so you gonna get the whole Lorr Ready. You gonna get me from turning up, from the mind, the mental thing to get your mind right, to tell you about me all in one, you know what I mean? So Lorr Ready Radio. And that's what that is, you know.
Man, so at the same time, man, you blessing this booth, man.
Yeah.
The aspect of just the fact that you birthed an actual mixtape in one of the most hollow places in Baltimore. There's almost a competitive spirit just to get emotion to fall behind and bless some of the track work and the mixing though, man. So what is that like to actually work with her as a director of the actual project?
It's a great thing. Like I said, when I first came here and had a meeting with her, I'm like, man, I love her so far. And she was telling me how many different engineers and producers she actually had.
Yeah.
For her to come and do my first session.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, I feel welcome already, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
I feel welcome already, like, yeah.
And the videography, man, and that's another thing that you know, she's been given accredited for a lot of awards and stuff like that for, is doing a lot of the videos. And really what emotion has, and I think you probably is already thinking about that, is when you walked into the studio, this could actually be the one-stop shop where you can actually get your mixtape, your photo, your print. Has any of that really thought about? Have you thought about that since you first walked in?
It's a lot to it, you know what I mean? I got a captain who do a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
So, but the mixtape is gonna be so diverse that you got videography from people here, and then some of my people that I know, and it's gonna be a lot. So I definitely thought about it. We definitely working. Not even just the music, but like you said, one-stop shop. We gonna do all of it.
Yeah, it's an honor though, man. I'm telling you, man. It's like I said, one of the humblest things about my job though, man, is seeing you brothers at the bottom floor on your way up to the next level, to the next level, to the next level, to the next level.
That's what it's about.
Sometimes, man, buildings be 20, 30 stories high, you know, but man, just having this opportunity, man, it's like, for real though. This, you know, don't forget where you came from. You came from Deep Flow.
Yeah,
you know, that first joint, man. You came out and said, damn, yo, that's a club banger right there. And then the second joint, I was like, damn, yo, who is that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So,
I've been doing those joints. I came in, I got straight to work. I wasn't ready to play with it, you know what I mean? So
definitely, man. You got a long way to go in a hell of a career, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
And man, we got a little ready on deepflowworldwide.com, man. We giving shout outs, man, to the West Coast, man. What you want to say to that West Coast flavor too?
Man,
all over.
I like the West Coast right now. I was talking about Chicago earlier, but TDE and YG and Schoolboy killing all them, they killing the game right now. So the West Coast, that's a big shout out right there. You know what I'm saying? Was that I was bumping them too. NWA. I'm an old school type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So that old Snoop, Pop, all that. Shouts out to the West Coast. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Big ups.
Also, man, you got people listening to you in Brazil.
I do.
Yeah, right now.
Shouts out to Brazil.
And Uganda. We got everywhere with it, man. But
100.
Head, man, in Canada though, man. So I mean, like, you know, you just having that exposure, man. Just,
can I spit something for him?
Man, you want to spit? You got something to spit?
Yeah.
Let me hit some. Yeah, that's definite. Matter of fact, we gonna start this from now on. Any artist that comes on the Jizzle Show on deepflowradio.com, man, you got to spit something, man. I gotta hit something. I gotta hit some kind of flavor though, man.
I'm gonna kick something you like. Once again, it's Lorr ready. YouTube me, baby. It go like this. A lot of people say hip hop dead or live in the South. Nah, hip hop's in my basement. He lives in my house. I seen hip hop this morning, said what up and then bounced. Before I left, he said, I don't feel too good, I'm going to sleep on the couch. I said, alright. I went to school, came back, he was still asleep. Woke up and said, Reddy, I don't feel too good, I'm real weak. So I said, I'm going to give you a dose of this spiritual shit. You know that real feel good, yeah, lyrical-ish. So I spit him a freestyle, he like, I feel a little better. Now I'm ready. Rap about the cheese and the cheddar. I'm like, what? You know the 4-5s and the Berettas. How you getting paid? Leaving bloodstains on niggas' sweater. I'm like, whatever. And he like, hurry up, let's go. So I started to rap about how I'm letting my text blow. He like, I want to hear me some techno. I'm like, heck no. Take it to the people next door. So I listen to some Rakim and I turn up the bass. Hip hop walks in my room, get all up in my face. He like, come on, cuz. We got to take a ride. So we got in the car. We started to drive. I'm like, hip hop, where the hell are we going at? He said to a place called the Bronx, where I was born at. So we arrived at his grandmother's crib. Her name was Jazz. He had a cousin named Rhythm and a cousin named Blues, a step-cousin name. I forget his step-cousin name, but he was far from the truth. And I asked him, do you think you hard because you shot niggas, rock niggas? Rolled and you rock niggas? Want to see a pro at his best? Well, just watch. I got a mask made of stocking and a mag in a stock. You get as high as can be from this bag full of pot. Fuck a bowl. I'ma roll every O in his hole and reminisce about the times when my home was the hole. Lorr ready.
Definitely, man. You heard that straight here, deepflowradio.com, man. That's Lorr ready, man. 100, man. Full effect inside the studio, man. We gonna definitely, man, hear some more from this brother, man, coming up, man. So, I'm a definitely, man. It's an honor, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Definitely, man. Deep Flow Radio worldwide, man.
100.
Definitely. So, man, we gonna give shout outs, man, to the Lorr, to your crew too, man. All the brothers that's out there on Old Court Road, man. Definitely.
Church Lane.
Church Lane, man. Definitely.
All my Liberty Road riders, y'all know who y'all is.
Ain't no question, man.
What's up to my homies, my big homies, to the little homies? You heard me?
No doubt, no.